In front of us here, we have a painting called Bend in the River with Mourning Dove. And you can see the arcing there around that orange, say, island or terrain of the shoreline. And then a rather gathered series of shapes, almost triangulated, which we can focus on for a minute here. And that is a range of color that is coordinated to a degree with the color, the general coloration of the mourning dove itself. And as I look at it, I'm very pleased with the fact that the painting of the mourning dove, which I took from a magazine, although we have mourning doves around here during the winter, during the thaw of the winter, and they reappear to build their nests. But the brushwork of the dove itself is much more closely associated with actual representation of the dove, which in this case is rather specifically realistic. However, as we look at the composition, we see that the mourning dove, with its overall silhouette, is not too dissimilar from the shape of the background there, which is, we'll say, the mourning dove seen as a negative shape. So there's a repetition of the forms, as though the mourning dove was over here at first and then lifted off and is about to disappear out of the painting itself. And then what we notice that in this so-called landmass, it could be a hill or a mountain range even, but there are many shapes within this which look like mourning doves that are gathered as a group. So the coloration and the actual size of the building of the landscape are repeated in the flight of the mourning dove. And when I invented this composition, I was conscious of how the linear aspects were rather modest, very thinly drawn, like a pencil drawing or a thin pen drawing, and not broadly based, so that the subtlety of the coloration and the shapes that are combined in various strategic groupings, this one is triangulated in itself, actually picks up on the triangulation that's implied in the mourning dove, the tip of the wings to the head, and so forth. So there's a bringing together of a thematic, say, character that is consistent throughout, and each element supports the other in this venue. Thank you.